Fellas, let's be honest. Most men are out here chasing women without realizing they're completely ignoring the one secret that actually makes women obsessed. It's not just about looks, money, or even confidence. It's about something deeper, more powerful, something that instantly sets high-value men apart from the rest. See, most guys focus on what they think women want, but they're missing the one thing that actually keeps her hooked, craving your presence and seeing you as irreplaceable. And the crazy part. Almost all men ignore this, but not you, not after today, because in this video I'm breaking down 7 powerful secrets that women absolutely love, but men overlook. If you master these, you'll stop trying to win her over, because she'll be the one trying to win you. So stick around, hit that subscribe button if you're new here, and let's dive right in. Oh, and ladies, if a guy has ever done something that made you see him completely differently, drop it in the comments. Let's get into it. Number 1. The magnetic power of emotional presence. Let me tell you a hard truth. Most men think that just being physically present is enough. They assume that as long as they're around, texting, or going on dates, they're doing their part. But think about it. Women don't just want a man who's there, they want a man who's present. And man, that's a whole other story. When a woman is talking to you, do you find yourself wondering or thinking about something else? Are you half listening, giving generic responses like, "Yeah, that's crazy," or "That's great"? Because if you are, she knows. Women, when tested emotionally, have an insane capacity to feel. And when they feel that way, they don't just feel ignored, they feel unimportant. And nothing kills attraction faster than a woman feeling invisible. Now, let's discuss how to really convey presence. 1. Eye contact that holds her. When she's talking, don't let your eyes wander. Look at her as if she's the most attractive person in the room, and you're very attracted to her. 2. Listen attentively. Don't just nod. Respond in a way that shows you're paying attention and listening intently. 3. Elicit unspoken emotions. If her energy shifts, notice. Say something like, "Are you feeling a little down or upset today?" Share with me. See how quickly she opens her mouth. 4. Put your phone away. Scrolling while you're talking says nothing more than, "I don't care." And when a woman understands these things deeply, she's connected. It's not about agreeing with her on everything or solving her problems, but it's about making her feel safe enough to express herself. Then he can be vulnerable with you and feel accepted. That's when he definitely starts to crave your presence. Ladies, have you ever met a man who truly got to know you? What did he do differently? Comment. Number 2. Confidence that speaks without a word. Let's get one thing straight. Real confidence isn't about talking big, flexing money, or trying to impress people. It's something deeper, something you can feel the moment a man walks into a room. It's the way he carries himself, the way he looks at people, the way he moves, without needing to say a single word. And here's the truth. Women can smell fake confidence from a mile away. If you're trying too hard to prove yourself, bragging, showing off, or acting like you don't care, she'll instantly know it's all an act. That's not confidence. That's insecurity in disguise. So what does real, unshakable confidence look like? 1. The power of stillness. Most guys are too fidgety. They over-explain, talk too fast, or feel the need to fill every silence because they're uncomfortable. But high-value men, they're calm. They're comfortable in their own skin. When they walk into a room, they don't rush to be noticed. They let their energy do the work. Next time you're in a conversation, try this. Slow down. Speak with intention. Hold eye contact. Let there be moments of silence. When you do this, people lean in. They start wondering, who is this guy? 2. Unapologetic body language. Confidence isn't loud, it's commanding, and that starts with your body language. Posture. Stand straight, shoulders back, like you own your space. Eye contact. Don't look away first. When you talk to someone, hold your gaze with quiet certainty. Movements. Slow, controlled, deliberate. The guy who moves with purpose stands out more than the one who's constantly fidgeting. Remember, a man who moves with certainty doesn't need to prove anything. His presence alone makes a statement. 3. Detachment from validation. One of the biggest confidence killers, seeking approval. The second you need people to validate you, whether through likes, attention, or constant reassurance, you lose your power. A truly confident man is already enough. He doesn't need to be liked by everyone. He doesn't chase attention. He knows that his value isn't dependent on anyone's opinion. You want to be attractive. Stop trying to win people over. Instead, just be. People are naturally drawn to someone who doesn't need their validation to feel good about themselves. 4. Walking away with no fear. A man who is confident isn't afraid to walk away. From an argument, from a bad deal, from a woman who doesn't value him. Why? Because he knows he'll be fine either way. Here's the truth. Women are wired to respect men who can let go. If she senses that you need her approval, that you're afraid to lose her, she will test you. Not because she's trying to be difficult, but because she wants to know, is this guy truly strong in who he is, or is he just pretending? And when you show her that you can walk away if necessary, you instantly become more attractive. Confidence isn't about words, it's about energy. Women don't just hear what you say, they feel who you are. The guy who is comfortable in his own skin, who doesn't need to prove anything, who moves and speaks with certainty. That's the guy women remember. Ladies, what's one thing a man did that instantly made you respect his confidence? Drop it in the comments. Number 3. The art of conversations that create deep connection. Let's be real. Most men completely miss the mark when it comes to conversations with women. They stick to safe, generic small talk, thinking that a checklist of basic questions will magically build attraction. But the reality, women don't connect with words alone. They connect with emotion, depth, and energy. If your conversations feel predictable, forced, or just transactional, she'll lose interest fast. What truly separates a from the rest is his ability to make a woman feel emotionally alive when she talks to him. A deep, engaging conversation isn't just about saying the right things. It's about creating a moment that she'll remember. One of the biggest mistakes men make is keeping the conversation too surface level. They ask questions like, "Where are you from?" or "What do you do for fun?" thinking that's enough to build attraction. But these questions don't make her feel anything. They don't spark curiosity, excitement, or emotional connection. A powerful conversation goes beyond facts. It makes her open up in ways she didn't expect. Instead of asking, "What do you do?" asking, What's something you're passionate about but don't talk about often? Instead of just reacting to her words with, "Oh, that's cool," go deeper. Ask what she loves most about it, why it excites her, or what made her fall in love with it in the first place. These small shifts create a completely different experience. one where she starts associating you with a feeling of excitement, curiosity, and emotional safety. But deep conversations aren't just about asking the right questions. They're about listening with presence. Most men think they need to do all the talking to impress a woman, but the opposite is true. The best conversationalists are the ones who know how to make a woman feel truly heard. This means listening with intention, not just waiting for your turn to speak, but actually being present in the moment. Instead of just nodding along mindlessly, show her that you're engaged. If she talks about a challenge she faced, don't just offer quick solutions. Validate her emotions by saying something like, "That must have been really frustrating. How did you handle it?" This simple shift makes her feel seen and understood, which instantly builds trust and connection. Women open up to men who make them feel safe, and the more she opens up, the more powerful that connection becomes. Beyond words, your energy plays a massive role in how a conversation feels. A man who speaks with confidence, who isn't afraid of silence, who can hold eye contact without hesitation, he creates an irresistible presence. When you're fully engaged in a conversation, without distractions, without looking at your phone, without scanning the room, she feels it. And when you can make her feel something real, you become unforgettable. The key isn't to memorize lines or rehearse the perfect script. It's to be present, be curious, and bring an energy that makes her want to keep talking. Women remember how you made them feel long after the conversation ends. And when you leave her feeling understood, intrigued, and emotionally connected, she'll naturally crave more of that experience with you. Number 4, the compliment that hits different. Let's be honest, most men don't know how to compliment a woman the right way. They either throw out generic flattery like, "You're so beautiful," which she's heard 1,000,000 times, or they overdo it, making it obvious that they're just trying to impress her. But here's the secret. A compliment that actually stands out isn't about what you say. It's about how you make her feel. Most guys think complimenting a woman's looks is the best way to get her attention. And sure, it might make her smile for a second, but if that's all you have to offer, she'll forget about you just as quickly. Why? Because beauty compliments are disposable. They don't separate you from the hundreds of other guys in her DMs saying the exact same thing. If you want to hit different, you need to compliment her in a way that makes her stop and actually feel something. One of the best ways to do this is by complimenting something about her personality, her energy, or the way she carries herself. Instead of saying, "You're gorgeous," try saying, "You have this really calming presence," like the kind of energy that makes people feel safe around you. Or if she's got a playful, fiery personality, say, "I love how quick-witted you are. You always keep me on my toes." These kinds of compliments work because they're personal. They show that you're paying attention to something deeper than just her looks, and that instantly makes you more attractive. Another game-changing move? Complimenting her in a way that subtly challenges her. Women are used to men putting them on a pedestal, but when you give a compliment that feels both genuine and a little unexpected, it creates instant intrigue. For example, if she's telling a passionate story about something she loves, instead of just nodding along, say, "You're dangerously charming when you talk about things you care about. I feel like you could convince me to do just about anything." This kind of compliment isn't just flattery, it's playful, it keeps her engaged, and most importantly, it makes her feel something. But here's where most men go wrong. They give compliments with the expectation of getting something in return. Women can sense when a man is only complimenting them because he's trying to win their approval. A compliment only works when it comes from a place of genuine confidence, when you're saying it because you actually mean it, not because you're hoping for a reaction. That's why high-value men don't overdo it with compliments. They give them sparingly, but when they do, they hit deep. The best compliment isn't just about making her feel good for a moment. It's about making her think about you long after the conversation ends. And when you do it right, she won't just remember what you said. She'll remember how you made her feel. Number 5. The power of setting boundaries. If there's one thing that instantly separates high-value men from the rest, it's their ability to set clear, unshakable boundaries. Most men make the mistake of thinking that being nice means saying yes to everything, avoiding conflict, and always trying to keep the peace. But here's the truth. A man who can't set boundaries will never be truly respected by a woman. Women don't respect men who let themselves get walked all over. They don't feel attraction toward men who are afraid to say no out of fear of losing them. What they truly admire and crave is a man who knows his worth and isn't afraid to protect his time, energy, and emotional space. Boundaries aren't about being controlling or harsh. They're about showing that you have standards for how you allow people to treat you. Think about this. If a woman cancels plans on you last minute with a weak excuse, do you just say, "No problem, whenever you're free"? Or do you make it clear that you value your time and won't tolerate flakiness? A man without boundaries would accept it without question, hoping to stay in her good graces. But a high-value man, he'd simply say, "I understand things come up, but I don't waste time on people who don't respect mine." That one sentence alone immediately changes the dynamic, because now she sees that you're not just another guy chasing her approval. Setting boundaries isn't just about how you handle disrespect. It's also about how you maintain your own identity in a relationship. Too many men lose themselves the moment they start dating someone they really like. They drop their hobbies, they cancel plans with friends, they rearrange their entire life just to be available. But when you sacrifice your own life for a relationship, you don't gain respect, you lose it. Women are far more attracted to a man who has a life of his own, a mission, passions, and a sense of purpose that doesn't revolve around her. A woman should feel like she's a complement to your life, not the center of it. Another key part of setting boundaries, communicating them with confidence. A lot of men either avoid uncomfortable conversations altogether or explode in frustration when they finally reach their limit. Both are weak positions. Instead, the right way to set boundaries is through calm, direct communication. If she disrespects you, you don't argue, beg, or get emotional. You state your boundary once, firmly and with certainty. A simple phrase like, "I don't allow that in my life," is far more powerful than over-explaining yourself or getting defensive. Your boundaries should be non-negotiable. At the end of the day, boundaries aren't about pushing people away. They're about filtering out the wrong ones and making space for the right ones. A man who sets strong boundaries sends a clear message. I respect myself, and I expect the same from others. And that kind of energy, irresistible. Ladies, what's a boundary you respect in a man? Drop it in the comments. Number 6. The unpredictability that keeps her hooked. Let's be real. Predictability kills attraction. The moment a woman can figure out your next move, she stops feeling excited around you. And this is where most men go wrong. They think that if they're always available, always texting back instantly, always planning the same type of dates, she'll appreciate their consistency. But in reality, she gets bored. Women are naturally drawn to mystery, excitement, and unpredictability, not in the sense that you need to play games or be toxic, but in a way that keeps her emotionally engaged and always wondering what's next. Think about this. Who excites her more? The guy who always follows the same routine, texts "good morning" every day like clockwork, and never surprises her? Or the guy who keeps her guessing, who makes her wonder what he's up to, who challenges her and introduces her to new experiences? The answer is obvious. Unpredictability is powerful because it triggers emotional highs. When a woman experiences different emotions with you, laughter, curiosity, excitement, her brain associates you with intensity. And the stronger the emotions she feels, the deeper the attraction grows. This is why women become obsessed with men who know how to keep things fresh, spontaneous, and intriguing. So, how do you bring unpredictability into your interactions? First, stop being so available. If she knows she can reach you 24/7, she won't value your time. Instead of always initiating conversations, let her wonder what you're doing. Be the guy who has a life so full and interesting that she feels lucky to be part of it. Next, change up your approach. Instead of the usual, "What do you want to do this weekend?" hit her with, "Be ready at 7. Dress casually." You'll love this. That small shift turns a normal date into an experience. Instead of the usual Netflix and chill, introduce her to something new. A hidden rooftop bar, a late-night drive to an unknown spot, a spontaneous dance class. Women love men who can bring fresh energy into their lives. Another key? Challenge her. If a woman always gets her way with men, she'll find them predictable and weak. But if you're the guy who playfully calls her out, who doesn't let her control every situation, who keeps her on her toes, you become addictive. If she teases you, tease her back. If she tries to test you, stay unfazed. Women secretly love a man they can't fully figure out because it keeps the attraction alive. But here's the trick. You can't force unpredictability. If you're trying too hard to be mysterious or play hard to get, she'll see right through it. The key is to actually have a life, to actually be interesting, to actually be the kind of man who doesn't need to rely on a woman for excitement, because you already bring excitement wherever you go. At the end of the day, attraction isn't just about looks or money. It's about how you make her feel. And when you keep her on an emotional roller coaster of curiosity, excitement, and playfulness, she'll be hooked. Number 7. Making her feel chosen, not just wanted. There's a huge difference between a woman feeling wanted and feeling chosen. Most men make the mistake of thinking that simply showing interest is enough, that if they pursue a woman, give her attention, and tell her she's beautiful, she'll feel special. But here's the secret. Women don't just want to feel desired. They want to feel uniquely chosen in a way that no one else is. Let's break this down. Feeling wanted is surface level. Any guy can want her. She knows she's attractive. She knows that if she walks into a room, plenty of men will find her beautiful. But if you're just like every other guy who sees her as a prize to be won, you're not different. She doesn't just want to feel like an option on your list. She wants to feel like the one who truly stands out. So, how do you make her feel chosen? By having high standards and showing that she meets them. Women are far more attracted to men who have options, but choose them out of deep admiration, not desperation. If a man is too available, too eager, or too ready to drop everything for her, She feels like he'd take any woman who gives him attention. That's not attractive. But a man who has standards, self-respect, and a full life, yet still decides she's worth his time, that's when she feels truly special. The key is to make her feel valued for more than just her looks. Compliment her in a way that goes beyond the surface. Notice the little things, her ambition, her kindness, her unique perspective on life. Instead of just saying you're beautiful, say, I love the way you think. You challenge me in ways most people don't. This tells her that you see something deeper in her, something that makes her different from the rest. Another powerful way to make her feel chosen. Let her earn your attention. Instead of being the guy who showers her with validation, create an energy where she wants to impress you too. Women love a challenge. They want a man who values himself enough to be selective. If she feels like she had to rise to your level rather than just being handed your admiration, she'll appreciate it 10 times more. Lastly, make her feel secure in the connection. Women don't just want passion, they want certainty. They want to know that when you choose them, it's not just a temporary infatuation, it's because you genuinely see something special in them. This doesn't mean suffocating her with attention or being overly emotional. It means showing consistency, loyalty, and making it clear that out of all the options you could have, she's the one who stands out. At the end of the day, women don't just want to be desired, they want to feel irreplaceable. And when a man makes her feel chosen, not just wanted, that's when she becomes deeply emotionally invested. Listen, fellas, most men spend their lives chasing women, trying to impress them, and wondering why nothing seems to work. But the real secret? Women don't fall for the guy who tries the hardest. They fall for the guy who understands what truly makes them feel something. When you master these 7 powerful secrets, you stop being just another guy in her DMs. You become the man she can't stop thinking about, the one who stands out from the rest, and the one she respects, desires, and values. It's not about tricks or mind games, it's about showing up as the kind of man she doesn't want to lose. So, here's your next move. Start applying these today. Pay attention to how women respond when you shift your energy. You'll start noticing something crazy. They'll chase you, respect you more, and even try to prove themselves to you. Because a man who understands this, he's rare, and rare men always win. If this video hit home, make sure to smash that like button, drop a comment, and share your thoughts. And if you want more game-changing insights, hit that subscribe button right now. More powerful content is coming your way, and trust me, you don't want to miss it. See you in the next one.